कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna devotees. Today in Uddhav Gita, we will understand how a praise and a glorified word can destroy our life. Many times in a spiritual world, when we take steps forward towards the bhakti marg, then the surrounding area is create the environment which we brings ourselves down. The reason why is because of our moving forward devotional journey. Now when you think what I'm talking here, then let me explain to you this way. Uddhav Gita, so there is a one Gita which is we call the Arjun Gita. So Arjun has asked a question to Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the Yuddha Bhumi. Yuddha Bhumi means the field of the war. While the Uddhav, who has asked the Krishna Bhagavan a question into the Bhakti Bhumi, means the land of the devotion. So where the land of the devotion, where the Uddhav was asking the question to Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and those questions which Bhagavan Sri Krishna has answered it, this is called the Uddhav Gita. From the Uddhav Gita, I am giving you an example how the praise can destroy our life. And in this 21st century, what is the praise is, glory is, and what damage can be done by these two. There was a one kingdom. In the kingdom, there was a one powerful king, very, very powerful king. No one can defeat him. No matter what happened, he was the warrior, he was a very intelligent, he was a great personality, and he had a very powerful, his Mantri Mandal. Mantri Mandal means his powerful cabinet, which cannot lead towards any kind of the defeat. Many kind of the war, many level of the war, he has won. So one day, all those kings who was defeated by this king, they decided how we can win this person. And then they decided to create a praise war, glory war. Now what is the praise and glory war is? So these kings has sent them people into the kingdom of the king, which was the great warrior. They went into the kingdom, and then what happened is they started creating an environment of the praising to the king glory. Eventually that environment reached into the palace of the king. That means they have affiliated those peoples into the palace of the king, and they become a great, good servant of into the king palace. They reach the stage where they become a bodyguard of the king, and then always surrounded with the king. Only them job was to praise the king all the time, morning till the evening, and then making him a glorified personality. Initially it was okay, but then king eventually has got very habited to listen his glorified and his personality and his praising constantly, consistently. And slowly that king has reached the stage where anyone who said anything to him against which king find this is against me, king used to feel offended. King used to give punishments. So what has led that slowly the people who was very good towards the king has thrown them out from the cabinet. King has dismissed them from the surrounding environment. So the people who was known as a well-wisher of the king, who was very good hearted, who was the backbone of the king, they all either was left themselves or the king has thrown them out. Some of them, they have been put it into the prison by the king. Now the king was surrounded with the fake people who was only believing into the praising the king. Now what has happened after that? Once they reach that stage, then those king who has affiliated these people, they got the message, okay, now is time. All the king has started creating the war against this kingdom, and the result is this king has lost his own kingdom. Now you think, what is the actually we learn from this story? So in these days, there is a war which is we call that we have to fight with these things. They are the people, they are the energies, they are the humans who believing into the creating the fake narrative about the praising and glorifying front of you, and then after behind you they are something else. So when we listen our praise and we get habited about that, so eventually we weakening our strength, we weakening our belief system, we weakening our everything. We start ignore our bad things, we start ignore our habits, we start ignore our weaknesses, and then those who are reminders, we slowly take them away from our life, and then same thing happen. Eventually those are the people defeat us. That happens in the family, that happens into the institutions, that happens into the nations, and that happens to the everywhere at this stage. So very importantly, that's why I made a title is praising or poison. Stay away from this praising and glorified poison in this 21st century. The second praising poison is, in these days, the 99% means I can't say 99%, but I say majority personalities, they believe in a like and comments. So obviously on the social media, we all believe, we all post something, and everyone looking away how many likes I got it, how many comments I got it, what all those things. So we becoming habituated praising personality. We want to see how many people has liked my post. We want to see how many comments has. We want to see how many views on my post. That is dangerous. So these are the things we need to stay away. The reason why I had to make this video, because these are the things is leading towards the breakdown of the families. Families' values is no longer there. Friendships sometimes is no longer there because of this kind of the habit. Therefore, stay away from the praise and glorified environment, and believe in a truth. And believe in a truth is the person who show us a mirror, that's our well-wisher. Because mirror cannot lie, means that person who is telling us, no matter how bitter is, but truth front of us, about us, that's our real friend, that's our real family member, that's our real well-wisher. Think about it, and if you think this video is going to help, you can share it between your friends and family. Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna.